Hello, good evening, everybody, and welcome. My name is Julia Lyons. I'm our Director of Suite and Luxury Service, and wanted to take a moment to thank all of you in this room, our Suite and Luxury season ticket members. We're really looking forward to spending another season together, and it's always a pleasure when we're able to spend some time together outside of game days, but we're looking forward to seeing you all here Saturday. I want to take a moment to thank our Sodexo team here, who has done a fantastic job curating this food and beverage spread this evening, and our Jack Daniels team, as well as Zach Thomas, who will be coming on shortly. But again, thanks for being here. Great to see you all. We're looking forward to a fantastic season together, and I'm going to pass the microphone to Zach Williams.
Thank you, and thank you guys for being here. We really appreciate it. This is exciting for us. I mean, we're excited for football to get back into Hard Rock, but it's also a chance for us to show off some of the stuff that our team's been working really hard on all summer long to do some new and exciting things. So I hope you get a chance to go around, sample some of the great drinks. I hope you get a chance to go around, sample some of the beverages. We've got a wide array of food that's available throughout the different premium spaces. And I'll introduce you to our executive chef, Mark Kava, who really helped develop some of the food program.
So good evening, everybody. Welcome. A bit about my background from luxury hotels for most of my career, so Ritz-Carlton and Marriott. I'm looking forward to this season. I'm super excited about it. One of the focuses in the clubs is more scratch cooking. So all the appetizers you're eating this evening are really in, so we can control quality and focus on that. So that's the direction we're doing this season. And I'll introduce you to Madison, our suites manager.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us here. We are excited to have our football fans back in the stadium. Our team has had a very, very busy summer. We like to refer to it as our off season. Some may say different, but across all the various events we've done, from tennis to racing to soccer, we've really been able to experiment with new items, implement new practices, and we're excited to take the best of each of those and incorporate them into our Dolphins fans this fall. With that, we will then have our Jack Daniels tasting at 7:30.
So orientation at 7:30.
When they do their like Q&A and tasting, will we be able to get the sound a little louder? You couldn't hear much of it.
Yeah, that's because they were trying to figure out which one. But yeah, you'll be able to hear it all.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
No problem. I didn't even stand in front of the speaker. I get that.
When the Jack Daniels group and Zach, I think it's going to be done like that. Maybe couldn't.
Here, tell us to turn up a
We
little
like
bit.
turn the volume up.
As long as we get them on stage. We can't turn
Oh,
them
yeah,
up.
no.
If they stand in front of the speaker, we can't turn them up. So let's put them on stage.
That's what I got up on stage.
Yeah, no, but you saw the difference though. That was the absolute difference. We can test it now if you want.
No,
I'll show you.
I trust you. That
But
makes
yeah,
sense.
we'll put them on stage and we'll get them pumped up for them.
Got it.
Not a problem. Too easy. That's a what's that one right there? Who's the phone? Yeah, she's one of your girls. Bro, yes. Got you.
Who said it? Hey, and we gonna give him a bottle? Did we all these? Wait.
How old are you? 14.
Wait, all the kids keep answering. Y'all are scared me. All the kids keep answering. This is, at least they were listening to me though. They're gonna have A's. The kids were listening. All right. Yeah, give it to his dad. Johnny, you wanna do that? Hey, Johnny is a lawyer too, so yeah, you don't really give it to him then.
All right.
Give it to him. All right, Zach, you got one more.
You know what? I'll pass my mic around to anybody that wants to ask me a question. I think that'll go a little better. Because I don't have any questions right now. Yeah. Johnny, anybody raise their hand, have a good question, and you got it. Oh, okay, we got another mic.
We got
Perfect.
one over there too.
And then Johnny will bring it to you.
One over there to our right.
It could be football, it can't be whiskey, because
Hey, you're an expert.
Hey, you're the expert. Let me tell you, there's so many tiny details that's impressive. And it doesn't just come from drinking in high school. It's just guys put countless hours in. And, people look at me and they think they can line up and play football just because they're, my size. But there's way more to it. So we got to, all right, shoot.
Who holds the most tackles for any Dolphins player?
Oh, that's me. He deserves a bottle.
He does deserve one with that question. That was a good one.
Yeah, I had quite a bit of hits, man. They said I was instinctive and things like that, but I did play here 12 years, gave me advantage. I'm very grateful just to be tackling somebody for a living, get paid for it. And I'm getting paid for this, drink Jack Daniels with you guys and ask you questions. So how cool is that?
All right, another question was that. We got one more for this quarter. Wait, I don't know. Where you going, Johnny? I don't know. Oh, maybe.
I'm gonna make it a little emotional. What is your greatest memory in all the years you played?
Oh, wow.
Greatest one.
No, the greatest.
One you pull out at parties.
The one I pull out at parties?
Yeah, your favorite story.
I got all kinds of exaggerated stories. I promise you that. You know, I think, you know, since I was 8 years old, I had a big dream. It took me 14 years because, you know, you're not eligible for 5. And, you know, I went there and I went down to the lobby at the Hall of Fame Hotel. And I saw a lineman there. His name was Randall McDaniel. And he's a great Hall of Famer. And I said, hey, where's the breakfast at? And he pointed to these 2 doors and he opens it up and they said there's a buffet for Hall of Famers. And so I go in there and I grab myself a plate, but I'm getting all these looks. And I knew he got me, you know. I got. It was for HBCU Black College Hall of Famers. And I'm in there with a plate of eggs, you know. But I have a ton of these stories, but it's what you miss. People think that you miss the game. The game was great, but man, there's no way I'm playing the game today. Your just body's not up for it. But the relationships that you built along the way, even with the fans, when you get all the respect when you go around town, because in time your fame fades. But I couldn't be asking, oh man, I wish I would have made a Super Bowl. I'm very grateful for everything and just even to be here today, man. So thank you. Great question.
Hey, great question. All right, we're going to move to this third quarter. This one that you see down here, that's a single barrel proof. Now, the 2 we had before are single barrel select. That means they're 94 proof. Anytime you see a gold label on Jack Daniels, a gold label on a single barrel, that means it's barrel proof. So we put this whiskey in the barrel at 125 proof, and we put it at the top parts of the warehouse. 125 proof, top parts of the warehouse. Theoretically, what's going to happen to the whiskey? It's going to go higher, right? Yeah, so this one is whatever it was in that warehouse after 6, 7 years or 5 years, whatever it may be. When we dumped it, that's what we put in the bottle. Now, the other 2 were 94, so that whatever they were, we cut it with water to get it to 94. This one is uncut. So let's go ahead and nose this one. This one is going to be a little bit more robust. You going to ask a question? Yeah, go ahead. You ahead. Yeah, so we use the water. Every drop of Jack Daniels that you've ever had comes from the Cave Spring Hollow. So if it was ever inside of a bottle, it came from that Cave Spring. So fermentation even to the bottle. And if it was cut, then it came from that Cave Spring. That's right there in Jack Daniels. So let's go in for a little sip of this one. And right off, if you this one is strong.
It's strong.
It's really good. Yeah, to me this is heavy. To me it's buttery. It's buttery. It coats your palate. If it gets past, when you get past the strong, then you pick up some of the sweetness. It's sweet. You pick up some of the oak. To me, when I say buttery, it feels like it's heavy. It feels like it's heavy. It's more viscous. So let's go ahead and finish that tasting, and then we're gonna move on to asking more questions or getting you all to ask questions. So this one is special. Remember that I told you every single barrel is unique. Every single barrel is unique, but this one is so special too. You don't even want to do anything with it. So as I'm tasting, and it's almost like spritzy. I'm picking up some of those baking spices like red pepper spice. Yeah, it's spritzy. So we're gonna move on to the next question. How many is this, Johnny? Is anybody y'all want to ask some more questions? Y'all can ask me or yeah.
You.
But yeah, that single barrel proof, pretty special. And I don't know if we know the proof, but it could be upwards of 125 on up.
I want to know where you're from, because you have an accent.
Ooh, scared. All right, so it's kind of crazy. So I was born in Birmingham, Alabama. I was raised in Atlanta, and I went to HBCU. Yeah. Which one?
Morehouse. My man.
Yeah, I went to Morehouse. I went to Morehouse College. Yeah. So that's where I'm from. And now I work in Tennessee, so it's all country. It's pretty rough. Yeah, but you gotta get it. Well, y'all already got a bottle. You got a bottle. Johnny, I know Johnny's walking around, but yeah, that's. Wait, he's coming to you. Johnny, right?
Put it down.
Yep. Let's get her first.
Well, what did you study in college?
What did I study in college? Ooh. No, I just studied Jack Daniels. It's more like MD 2020 then.
You like the grape?
I don't know what the hell it was then.
The grape?
Ooh, yeah.
That's why everything tastes good after that.
Y'all know how much, like $5 bottles. So,
with some Black and Milds.
There you go.
All right, you better stop when we tell you.
Cut.
All right.
Back to record. Okay, so I studied business management. I started out in computer science, but then I studied business management.
Nice.
And the way I ended up, so how did I end up in the whiskey industry? So I moved to Richmond, Virginia, and I made hummus. So y'all probably got hummus back there, but I made some hummus. The hummus that's made in Richmond is Sabra. So anybody eat Sabra hummus? So I was up there making hummus. But I wanted to get back south. And I saw it said Jack Daniels Cooperage back in Alabama. Jack Daniels Cooperage. So what is a cooperage? A cooperage is a barrel making facility. So it blew me away because it said Jack Daniels in Alabama for one, but then it was a cooperage. So that's how I got into the whiskey industry, and that was in 2015. 2020 I got promoted. I moved to the distillery. So I already knew everything about making barrels. Then I just learned how to make whiskey from some of the greats. So yeah, that's how I got here. So 11, going on 12 years. So that's how long I'm in the industry.
Okay, so my question was close to that, but more than anything, how did you become a master?
Oh.
And how did you build a tolerance to drink this?
MD 2020.
I'm very chest hairs right now, okay? I'm like, how do you drink this for fun?
All right, so how did I become a master taster? So one thing I do every day at work, if I'm not traveling, I'm right there in Lynchburg, Tennessee. So I do a bunch of sensory. So when I tell you that the whiskey is clear, so after we make the whiskey and fermentation goes through the whiskey still, I do sensory on that. So I literally do this for a living. Now I don't taste every day, but I nose for a living. So I'm looking for defects. After it goes through the 10 feet of sugar maple charcoal, I do sensory on that. Same thing. Before it goes into the barrel, same thing. After it comes out of the barrel, same thing. So I give y'all a quick little story on how I became a master taster. This is part of it. So every day we do sensory. So give you a quick example. One day I was doing sensory on the samples. Now sometimes in there is defects. It could be acetic acid, or it can smell like your cellar, a wet cellar. That you have to pick up, right? I have to pick up those defects. So one day I was doing a tasting. I was nosing like 5 of them, and I was like, yeah, that's off. Something's off with that. And I didn't know what it was, but I put in the system that was off. It was a defect. So I went to the quality manager and I asked the quality manager, I said, hey, I don't know what it is. I don't know what defect it is, whether it's damp cellar, whatever it is, but I know it's off. It was Jim Beam. Wait, no offense to Jim Beam, but it was Jim Beam, seriously. And so they put that in there to put a marker in there to see if you were able to pick up if it was different than Jack Daniels. So those are the things that I do daily. So that's how I became a taster. And then the talking part, I do a lot of barrel picks. If you come to the distillery, I host a lot of people that come down at the distillery. So that's how I got this job.
So that was the pivot point when it came to, like, what if you had a head cold that day? You wouldn't even be sitting here today. How crazy
if
is
I would have
that?
known it was Jim Beam.
Yeah. Exactly.
I know, yeah.
It's crazy how the choices you make determine the road you take, right?
Yeah, so to answer your second part, so yeah, the way I've acclimated to it, I try to look for different things. I try to look for the spice. Yeah, I'm getting some of the burn, but I try to think about what is that burn. Is it like baking spice? Is it red pepper? Is it black pepper? Is it white pepper? I'm thinking about what I'm tasting, so yeah.
But sorry to interrupt again, but what I think she's meaning, like, there's a lot of people that want your job. And, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And so, was there a lineup of guys, or was it just like, because
No, I don't. It's other tasters at Jack Daniels, but to be a master taster, I just hone my craft a little bit more.
Yeah.
I would come in early in the morning, spend a lot of time in the still house. The still house is where we make the whiskey. I would come in, I would spend like 17 hours a day there until I just knew what was going on.
That's it right there.
Oh yeah. I was not gonna fail.
Congrats, man.
Okay, question. Real quick. So, can you explain, like, is the steel house, so is that the barrel that then becomes a single barrel, or does each individual barrel fall within a flavor profile that then fits into there, so it's a single barrel?
All right, so when I say the steel house, so if you ever come to Jack Daniels, you'll see like a 7-story building. Well, in that 7-story building is a copper steel. And the way that you distill whiskey is, so you have vapors. Whiskey is just vapors. Water boils at what, 212? Whiskey boils at 173. Yeah, and so that's how you get whiskey to come out of the water. We don't want water, we want whiskey. So 173, as it comes up, when I say the still, that's what I'm talking about. That whiskey is coming out the top before it goes into the barrel. Now, when we fill it in the barrel, and those barrels go throughout the warehouses, they can go from on the first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor. But the ones that we want to be single barrels come from the top floor. So only about 1 in 100 barrels become a single barrel. Well, the way it comes up as a single barrel, it goes through my palate or the master distiller. And we have to say, hey, we want this to be a single barrel. So that's how it goes, right? Okay. And the fourth quarter is being passed out. So this is special. When we say fourth quarter, this is a dessert whiskey. Now I know y'all gonna be like, oh, it's kind of strong, but this one is a dessert. So this one is near and dear to my heart because at the distillery, me and my team members made these barrels. So this is a high toast heritage barrel. Oh yeah, 2 more questions, then we'll get to it. But go ahead. Who had a question?
I want to test Zach's memory. Zach's rookie year, Jimmy Johnson said, Dan Marino's the first one who made the Miami Dolphins. Who's the second one?
That's a good one, and that's an easy one. That was Larry Izzo. Woo! And you know, Larry was my roommate. And and we hung out back then. I mean, not telling any stories. I don't know if you got family here, but yeah, Larry was a guy that got undrafted. We were roommates, and he found a role and he mastered it, and it was on special teams. So this guy went to the Arena League and they cut him, and Jimmy Johnson picked him up because of Mike Westhoff, his special teams coach. Great story. And he found a role, and he went 14 years, 3 Pro Bowls, 3 Super Bowls. I felt sorry for him when he went to the New England Patriots, and then he wins 3 Super Bowls. Real jerk, that guy. But he deserved it, man, and it's just like with any kids here. You know, with anything, find your role, man, master that thing, and one day, it doesn't matter if the Arena League is cutting you, you can be, you know, have a 14-year career and 3 Super Bowl rings, which is, I'm jealous.
All right, does everybody have this last one in front of you? Everybody, pretty much? All right, so let me talk through it a little bit more. So this is a heritage barrel. So it has a blue label on it. And again, I was telling you, so it's near and dear to my heart because my team members, when I was down at the cooperage, we made these barrels. So remember I told you that we toast all of our barrels. So we toast every barrel that you when you have Jack Daniels. So we toast all of those. Now this one is special. So for instance, we toast all of the other ones for 10 minutes. This one was toasted for 30 minutes. So imagine roasting a marshmallow for 30 minutes. When I would walk in that facility that we toasted the barrels, it smelled like s'mores. It smelled like marshmallows in there. So this is a 30-minute toasted barrel, high toast, low char. Heritage single barrel. So this is a dessert. So we wanted to finish the tasting with this one. To me, it's a dessert. It goes in the barrel at 100 proof. After it ages at the top of the warehouse, if it's over 100 proof, we'll cut it down with a little bit of water. So we wanted to go in at 100 proof and pull some of those whiskey sugars out, that caramelization. So go ahead and nose this one. This one nose is totally different. To me, it's like a caramel, a burnt sugar. Like a creme brulee. Yeah, go in and nose. Very special whiskey. So full circle moment. Made the barrels, and now I'm at the distillery where we dump these barrels, and now it's in front of you all. So let's go in for a sip. Yeah, that's kind of, is that smooth to you? But you're picking up some of the barrel spices. It's a little sweet. It's still going to give you that burn. It is a single barrel. It's 100 proof whiskey. But it's at least, I know this one is at least 6 or 7 years old. And we're moving past the forecourt. How many do we have, Johnny? We have 3. We have 3 left. But we're going to, last 3 questions.
Question for Zach.
Yes.
Big fan. What was your favorite team to beat?
Oh, well, I mean that's a no-brainer, the Jets. But I will say this is that Buffalo, their fans, they're pretty close because when we would go out there, every time we would play them in Buffalo, there was always somebody pulling the fire alarm at 3 a.m. in the morning, 4 a.m., and they had an inside job. And so the coach would say, hey, sleep through the fire alarm. So every time we played in Buffalo, and then they would also pump the hot air in the locker room. And so we would tell them to turn it off. So when they came down here, I was telling our guys, you pump as much AC into this locker room because, hey, trying to get them back. But I wasn't pulling any fire alarms. But yeah, they were dirty. But they're all great fans, man. It's the warm-up. While I was warming up, I got definitely heckled quite a bit by the Jet fans and the Buffalo fans, but I would say the Jet fans are the nastiest. And even though my nephew's playing for the Jets, I hope he has 10 catches, but they lose, 21-20.
Yeah, we have one over there behind the table over there, Johnny.
Thank you. Hi. Thank you for being here. It's kind of a random question, but how does Jack Daniels focus on international markets?
Is that random? No. Well, Jack Daniels is in 170 plus countries. So yeah.